plugs. Yeah, all right, we are live. I apologize for the stupid lighting. My light in my room blew, so I had to use my ring light, and it's only lighting up half my face. Let me know how you guys like the audio quality. I got this mic from Walmart. It's on is the logo ONN, and I actually really like these mics. I believe it's working. All right. I'm just getting notification after notification. I just want to read my chats, guys. Okay, we got Mako in here. How's it going, old boy? All right, so I say we give it a minute or two, and then we'll ease into the subjects. Oh, we got Bay Boy. It's been a while since I've seen you, I think. I'm not sure. My life is chaos right now.
Nexus Gambit. Let's go. Now I'm just going to model the rest of the blade.
Okay, so I've got it's working and then not. I don't think it's working, mate. Okay, so I'm confused. Is it working or is it not? Ah, we got a dragon in here.
I didn't realize that was muted. Hello. Hello.
Badge Gaming. And then he wrote, Tristan, is this from welding?
Wait.
Oh, yeah. I've been thinking of getting into welding recently.
Oh, it's fun. Take it. Okay, so it is true. For a little bit of explanation, me and Tristan went to a welding school together, and we both recently just graduated. So Tristan knows things that most of you guys do not. No, I'm not going to do the thing. He's the only one who knows what that means. I'm not doing the thing. When people can donate, if you donate, then I'll do the thing.
How do I donate?
You can't donate yet because I'm not able to be monetized at the moment.
We're working. Cash App.
No, I don't.
Oh. Okay. That's what I use, and I has actual money to donate.
I don't want money.
Okay.
I'm working 2 jobs. I make some. Not for much longer, though. I'm leaving the one for a more permanent position. I enjoy the work, though. I've got... They're basically the same thing when I just do outside, one's inside. I'm basically a groundskeeper, which is a lot of fun. I work for a state campground. But it's just... seasonal. So we will get rolling in just a minute. Tristan, you're probably going to be out of your elements a little bit because we're talking about Beyblades for the first half of this, and then I think we'll go into some other stuff. But I do appreciate you stopping by. We got 6 viewers. We are 4 minutes in. I think that is plenty of time. So we got me, Chris, Juuni, and we got Dragon. So the topic that we're going to start off with today is going to be how Beyblade's going so far. And we're into, what's this season even called? I'm drawing a blank.
Overdrive.
Yes, Overdrive. Hey, they stole my name. I swear, Takara Tomy watches me like a hawk because I have a bay named Overdrive, and I've got it sitting right here.
I mean, well, the Takara Tomy, the Japanese version is DB. Dynamite Battle.
That was last season.
Oh, well, no. Yeah,
What?
there's two different things. Overdrive is like a
Isn't Overdrive an expansion to DB?
No, that's BU.
Or yeah, BU.
No. Yeah, BU's an expansion. Overdrive is like one of the off systems. Like
Yeah, Overdrive is like one of the English versions.
Oh, so that's going to be the English version of it. Okay. I got you.
Well, they call Dynamite Battle Quad Drive, so I wouldn't say why not.
Overdrive is the weird excuses and off. It's more of just like bays that have gimmicks that activate once you launch hard enough.
Okay.
Raphael, yeah.
All right, I got you. Kind of like how the engine gears were for Plastic Gen.
The engine gear for Plastic Gen was when 2 tabs got hit into the actual engine.
Well, a lot of them were based off of RPMs. With the new Achilles, even Hasbro kind of sort of trying to pull their weight. I'm pretty happy with Burst either way at the
coming out
moment.
with a BU Achilles.
Yeah, I just saw the link for that on Instagram today.
48 modes on like Quattro.
Wow.
Yeah, most of the modes are just coming from the layer because the disc doesn't have any mode changes.
They are giving me and Shatter a run for our monies with this one.
Oh, and it's dual spin.
Technically, I probably shouldn't even say this, but the new Shatter. So the new Shatter will be dual spin.
Oh, cool.
So I don't know if I'll talk about this and then I'll get into it real quick because I know some people haven't seen the new Shatter, which it's been on camera a couple of times, not a whole lot. But basically, the new Shatter was to finally. So a couple years ago, I talked about this, and it was that I wished Beyblade had a system where basically you had a center core and you could modify what the attack ring was like and you could change the teeth. So basically it was fully interchangeable. And I basically did that with Shatter and the efficiency system. So I've got the interchangeable teeth and Shatter being All Max Shatter. And the name is actually reminiscent of me. All Max is going to be all of my creations. So I'll have a Rhinox gear, a Banshee gear, a Rotary gear, basically like that. But the way that it works is it's got these different layers that can be changed, which I assume is what the new Achilles is going to be like.
Actually, it's more of the sword thing is kind of like how unions worked. Where it just kind of added weight.
Where it basically just made it was the same shape, it just made them slightly bigger.
Yeah, I guess.
That's no problem, Dragon. You can come back whenever. We're not worried. We'll get you back. But yeah, I'm kind of liking what they're doing with the BU system. I haven't seen a whole lot on it, mostly because I've been really busy and I've had almost no time to myself. I basically get home, do my house chores, and then go to bed. But I'm making time for myself again, finally, because I'm starting to burn myself out, so we'll get back into it. But I'm really liking where Beyblade is going. And this is confirmed the last season, correct?
Yeah, it is.
All right. So, what are we thinking the next direction for Beyblade is going to be after Burst? So I assume they're going to cancel Burst and then go for a while and see how that turns out.
I think they might go for at top 6 years.
Yeah, there's
very much.
I'm thinking there's going to be a decent break because how long of a break was there between MFB and Burst?
think, don't quote me on this, 4 years.
I thought it was 4. So I'm guessing since Burst has lasted so long, it might be 4 to 6 years as well. But I'm just curious what they're gonna do. I mean, I'm kind of excited to see what they're gonna do in the future.
I hope it's something like MFB, because Burst was fun in like the first few seasons, but after a while, it just kind of got rid of its main sort of thing.
It did, and I enjoy Burst a lot. It's a lot of fun, and I like how easy it is to customize and like to make our own off of it. And that's one thing that scares me if they do go back to MFB, because then it's going to be super hard to create your own.
Actually, I have created a few custom MFB stuff, and it's once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, I've seen your work, and as always, if you guys haven't seen June's work, he's an absolute maniac and is one of the best creators I've ever seen. He's actually worked with me on a couple of my projects and a few more that are going to be coming out. So, like this video for June. Like I said, I'm doing some shameless plugs, and that includes you guys. But yeah, I've seen some of the MFB stuff, and I actually do want to make an MFB shatter at some point. And I kind of want to do an MFB V8 as well. Brutus, I think, would be a pretty cool one to do for MFB. I think I'm pretty much just gonna need the files for like the actual metal ring itself. But I mean, I'm never opposed to not working with someone. I love working with people.
Ika has a working template.
Really?
Yeah.
And I know, guys, I haven't been printing anything. My printer broke, and I haven't been able to fix it yet. I need to order a couple more parts. I did get a glass bed for it, so I'm going to have to recalibrate the printer for that. But we're getting there. I mean, yeah, MFB Brutus would basically be like a tapered, twisted tempo. Or Basalt Herogium, whatever you prefer to call it. Also, yeah, I think Burst has done well for itself. I say it was something very refreshing. It was something new, and it was something that really got the people engaged in it. I don't think Burst has quite the following that MFB did, but at the same time, I think it had a better following just because, you know, the era is different, the timing is different, social media is different. But with MFB, no one really got into it like they did with Burst. No one was making their own customs or anything like that. So I think it was something that was very well needed and appreciated.
At the same time, 3D printers and stuff like that weren't available during MFB as well.
Yeah, I definitely hear you there. It was it's just a completely different time, and who knows what there's going to be in the future. I mean, you're talking 6 years down the road. I mean, look at what we've done in a year's time.
I mean, who knows? Maybe the next season might be something like, oh, make your own Beyblade.
Yeah, because Hot Wheels did something like that. How might the Absolute be coming along? The Absolute might have to wait for next school year, because luckily me and my shop teacher are relatively close and have a pretty good understanding of each other, so he might actually let me use the machinery that I need to next year, or even better, have a student work on it next year. So the Absolute is on the back burner, but it's still being worked on. But yeah, I think the future of Beyblade definitely is promising. I think we definitely have a long road ahead of us before we can move on to something new. But I think it's going to be a refreshing time, and I think it's also going to be a good time for us as creators to figure out what we can do in the meantime to keep everyone tied over.
I feel like there will be like a point where normal like just normal Beyblade content will run dry and custom content will become more apparent.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree. And like you said with the whole make your own Beyblade thing, that was something really cool that Hot Wheels did probably about 5 years ago now. They had a custom set where you could basically make wax molds of. There were a couple different cars. I think it was like
Oh yeah.
they had
I remember that.
I think it was Fast Fish and Off Duty, I think were the two molds that they had, but there was some weird expansion set that you could only get at like Target or Kohl's or something like that, where you could get two more bodies for them, and they had like two bases. But it'd be kind of neat if they did something like that, where you could like design your own, like if they made it so you could design your own mold and like not really like 3D print it, but like if they made it where like you ever seen like the wax candle things, how they got like the little squares that you can like melt down, like almost like that, but with like a plastic or something that melts at a low temperature or something like that.
That would just have them sell Beyblade 3D printers.
Oh yeah, I mean 3D. Who knows? They might even tie into the 3D printing market and start selling files and stuff like that as well.
That'd be interesting.
I mean, it'd be a hard one to do because, I mean, basically once you sell the file, people have it and it'll share and stuff like that. And I mean, it's been proven that people can recreate models and things like that. But I mean, for crying out loud, look at Level Zero. He made a perfect copy of V8 and made it into an animation. So it's like, if you can do that, just think about what other people could do. Maybe the future is quite promising, and since there is a ton of room. Yeah, I agree with you, Mako. And also, guys, just a quick side note. For anyone who is worried about skits, don't worry. The skits will be returning. Just getting some time. And I like doing skits in the winter because I have a hard time doing them in the summer with how bad the bugs are here in New York. They'll absolutely pick you alive. And it's so hard to stay in character when you got deer flies biting you on the back of the neck and everything like that. So, but don't worry, skits are coming soon. And we lost him. Down to just me and old June.
A cool thing I found recently. Apparently, one of the modelers for Plastic Gen remakes some of the models and like sells them on Sketchfab.
So, how is it going in Model Bladers? I haven't had the time just yet, but are they still doing ranking?
Yeah.
Perfect.
No one's battling right now, but
I need to get in contact with the people who are actually doing the battles because I need to get some of my files in. Yeah, basically, I'm just looking forward to getting into matches again. I love doing them, but it sucks because we have a whole bunch of hosts now, and the hosts keep leaving.
Yeah. People are currently sort of preoccupied with like, so the left first guy popped into Model Bladers VC and asked like a bunch of people to basically model stuff for him for a specific amount. So everyone's currently occupied with that.
They're all trying to grab a little bit of recognition for their work, which I don't blame them.
Spooky's Fafnir is looking amazing.
It's spooky. Let's face it. She's a goddess in the community. What she creates is nothing but pure art.
Yeah, most of them are pretty nice.
There's people who are fantastic modelers, and then there's spooky.
I honestly don't even know how they do that in Tinkercad. That is
I know.
one of the most impressive things that I've seen.
I mean, I've gotten all right with Tinkercad, but holy crap!
Yeah.
And spoilers, guys. Spooky did the artwork for the Absolute. I gave her the files, and she actually added the detail onto it. So, Spooky, thank you. And also, I'm going to work with some people. I'll have to send you the photos, June. She actually made a new Banshee.
Oh.
She made an artwork design for it. I couldn't believe it. I'd always seen Spooky, and I had interacted with her in some of the chats and stuff like that. But one day I was like, she's probably going to blow me off, but I'll talk to her just to see how she is in the community because, you know, I'm a relatively chatty person. And she was super cool. And she actually wanted to work with me, which surprised me, and I wanted to work with her. So we worked on a couple of things. We talked a little bit. But it's definitely, it's been cool getting to know people. And that's what I love most about YouTube.
Yeah.
What is that, June?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, the top right one.
Yes, that is Gollum.
I feel like Gollum has become a big joke. I've seen all of these files before, minus the Fafnir one.
Yeah, I just created that recently.
For the love of God, please send me the files to that. I want that in the skits.
Alright, I'll send it.
June, I think we need a really scuffed Fafnir in the skits.
I think so too.
Is that right spin?
You want to know what? It's right spin.
Is there a way you could make a left spin version too, and I will use both of them?
Yeah, I could make a left spin version as well.
Make me a left spin version, and they will both go in the skits, and we will have scuff. I'm gonna give it the most overpowered combo ever.
Yeah.
It's getting like high extend plus dash. Or something stupid. I wish I knew how to screen share. I wish I knew how to screen share while live streaming. Because I wish... No, through the live stream. I wish... Edit? No. Oh, God. Category thumbnail playlist. Paid promotion. You accept any of the values third party makes stream. Okay, not paid promotion. Ooh. Hold on. No. Okay, never mind. I don't know how to do that. I'm going to have to take a screenshot of that, June, and post that in my community page, because that scuffed Fafnir, I think, is my favorite thing. What is the bottom right one? What is the red one supposed to be?
That is the dollar store Excalibur I made for lunch first.
I started the dollar store call, I swear. Because I noticed the name Dollar Store and Beyblade started coming up a lot after I said Dollar Store V8, and that could be complete coincidence, but...
Yeah, I just kind of thought of the idea, and I thought it was really funny.
I mean, let's face it, Dollar Store V8 is kind of a thing.
The blue one is Dollar Store Aquarius. It's just a screw.
I thought so. Is the bottom left one supposed to be like Aries?
Yeah.
I thought so.
I recently thought of just making it all counter blades. Like just putting a bunch of counter points on it.
June, I will... If you want to make dollar store versions of my creations, have at it. You can make a mockery of anything of mine, and I will be 100% for it.
The thing is, making them is kind of art, actually.
You know what the worst part is? I know that they're all supposed to be absolute pathetic jokes, but they all look fantastic, which makes me mad.
They perform super good.
Which makes me unbelievably angry, because I can't make good things when I do try. You try to make a piece of junk and it's fantastic.
I'm scared of the blue one. I am actually scared. This thing, like, one-shot a DV bay and made a dent in my wall.
Well, yeah, the uppercut potential of that thing is insane.
And then the dollar store golem is actually so off balance that its burst mechanism doesn't work anymore.
Well, yeah, it essentially isn't spinning; it's flailing.
Yeah.
It's because its center of mass isn't on the performance tip; it's like a quarter-inch off.
Yeah. Don't even get me started when you put it on operate.
Hey, Salad. Oh my god, operate wouldn't even do anything.
Yeah, it just, like, jump into the stratosphere.
There's a perfect world out there somewhere where between your designing and my stupidity, we could get that thing to spin like a normal Beyblade.
Honestly, probably.
You just need a really scuffed driver that's super long.
Yeah.
You know what that golem looks like? I just leaked. Yes, it's June. That's basically the first Impact Shark.
What?
Do you remember Impact Shark?
Oh, wait, that?
Where I made the frame the exact copy of the layer, in theory, where the frame and layer would balance each other out, and it worked?
Yeah.
That's...
That could actually work for, like, balancing it out.
It doesn't work, I'm gonna warn you. I learned that the hard way. It doesn't balance the bays at all. It just makes them really stupid and burst really easy.
It's a 50-50 chance on whether it breaks servers.
Well, it gives you a perfect 50-50 shot of landing one incredibly lethal shot and potentially fixing any damage that it could have sustained. But it also gives you the option, and like what happened to me, of complete and total annihilation.
Yeah.
Hey, Mim, how's it going, old boy? Mim, one of these days we gotta... Yes, it has. I was actually thinking, and I meant to text you today, but I got super busy. I actually was going to text you. I'm not joking. I was right about to say we need to do a live stream at some point together. It's been too long. I haven't talked with you enough. I haven't talked with Spider enough. I don't think Chad's even on Discord anymore. Do you know anything about that, June? I haven't even heard from Chad.
Actually, he popped into VC recently. He just isn't typing a lot in any of the chats or responding to anything.
I thought he left Model Blades. Did he come back?
Yeah, just, I think 4 minutes ago, he typed in general Model Bladers.
I know. And I've actually been thinking of you, Mim. I was actually thinking I need to do a video with Mim at some point. Because we talked every day for about 6 months, and then for some odd reason, the four of us stopped talking to each other. And it's not like we had a falling out. I still love talking with you guys. So I got to get you back on the channel at some point, Mim. In fact, you're free to jump in right now if you like. I don't care. If you're even in my Discord server. Don't worry. I still have Champion Paladin. That was Spiders. I still have Thunder Striker. It's going in the skits. Don't worry.
I recently got my MFB version of my Ares tested. Apparently, it can, in like its completely plastic form, it can just stop the momentum of a steel wheel.
Interesting.
That hits harder than Flash, which, if you don't know, is the best attack wheel.
Oh, I know all about Flash. You forget, June. I was raised on MFB.
Oh yeah.
My welding teacher said that he had a whole bunch of old school Beyblades at his house, and if he found any of them, he'd give them to me. I gotta text him and see if he found any.
Really?
Yeah.
Talking about a bunch of bass, have you seen the collection I got now?
I haven't seen the collection, but I did see that post that you did of when you went like garage sailing or something, or you bought that lot.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, one quick second. I don't want to interrupt you too many times, but Rhinox, I'm going to be getting the V gear for relatively soon. I'm going to order that Valkyrie, and Rhinox will also get printed into the new one. All right, take your time, man. But yeah, Rhinox I'm going to make a little bit bigger. I actually have been working on a lot of things. And it's been a while since I've printed stuff, but my printer's just been giving me hell. I think I'm probably going to pick up an Ender 2 at some point. Get 2 printers going. I've got a lot of projects right now, man. I'm working on a lot of stuff. But yeah, I hear you, Mim. I hear you about the whole college thing. I'm not going to college, but I'm going straight into the workforce.
I'm trying to. So, what my plan is, I'm going to go to a place called OTEC, and then get like 1 year of welder's experience, move up to like. Actually, I'm gonna move, I think, west or east in Michigan, and then I'll go to college and get the rest of my degree there.
By the way, Matt, I have an Ender 3 Pro as well. I've had it for probably 2.5 years now, and it's just starting to give me issues, but when it runs perfect. But back to you, June. I took a 2-year welding program through Southwest Tech, and I was able to take the DOT test, take the DOT, Also get OSHA certified. That'll get you a job pretty much anywhere you want. I am actually OSHA certified and NOCTI certified. But take the DOT, try to pass it, because welding is an awesome job. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. I just never got lucky with passing the DOT, but my teacher actually is going to let me go back next year and take it.
Yeah. So when I was like taking a tour of the place I'm going to take the classes, they actually let me and a couple of other people do some like welding our initials on like a plate of steel.
Yep.
And I got complimented for doing it, being the only one who got it right.
When you start welding, for a school, they'll have you make what's called a log, and basically it's a 5-inch thick piece of, or it's a 5-inch long piece of steel. And it basically looks like a pie, and you got to fill in what essentially would be the slices. And those things, you put some work into them. I worked on 2 of them, and I'm actually going to weld them both together and make a big friggin' hammer.
Oh.
They weigh probably 20 pounds each.
That is heavy.
I'm going to have like a 40-pound sledgehammer.
That sounds fun.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of want to do the same.
So I got some buddies that are actually going to be going to, what is it, AWS? American Welding Society? Yeah, I think it's AWS up in Vermont. I got some friends that are going to be going to that, I believe. One of my buddies, he goes down south every summer to work for his uncle at his like auto shop, and he welds on cars and stuff. And I got a couple of different jobs, but if I end up, basically if the pay isn't good enough, I'll go to a welding shop. But I got to be careful because I don't have very good health, which is probably my biggest issue. So I try to take jobs that'll be a little bit easier on me physically. But welding is a lot of fun, man. It really is. Have you ever done TIG welding? Hold on. My phone does this all the time with friggin'... You there?
Yeah.
All right, my phone disconnected. You ever tried TIG welding?
No.
TIG is a lot of fun. You'll get really good at that because you're just right there in it. But it's so much fun to do TIG welding. We had a event where we had to make our own little bridges to hold up weight, and we ended up holding like 60 pounds, which was pretty much the bottom one. But none of our welds broke. The bridge just went to crap.
Really?
Yeah. Ironically, none of our welds broke. People's bridges were just popping welds and joints left and right. Ours just bent.
That sounds impressive.
We're all like, how did this happen? Actually, I have the videos on slow motion of all the bridges. But one kid, I swear he cheated. There's no way that was the material that he was given. He had the biggest bridge, and he had the most material in it, and we were given a certain amount. There's no way he followed the rules. But one of them, they did a K-truss bridge, and it was so funny because you just hear ping, ting, 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 and all the welds are cracking and popping. And it was so funny just because it sounded like if you took like a xylophone and ran the little hammer down it is basically what the weld popping sounded like. Ours just bananaed.
Once I get like somewhat good with welding. I'm planning on just creating a burst stadium, or just a Beyblade stadium in general.
Yep. I've thought about doing that before. I need to get a lathe, a personal lathe for home, because I made a wooden stadium and I want to make another one. And I made that on a lathe. I did that.
Out of wood or steel, but I think steel is going to be easier for me.
The hard part with doing steel is you're going to basically need either a draw, or you're going to need a sturdy mold to basically heat it over.
Yeah.
Who's this? Is that?
Maybe I could do a styrofoam one first.
Speak of the devil, guess who just texted me?
Ooh.
Chad. Holy crap, have you seen the new Nemesis?
Or wait, no. Maybe? I think. Wait.
It looks like a DB bay.
I don't think I. Oh, but no.
That is cool. Yeah, that's how you spell that. Okay, We're not going to talk about that. So, yeah. I feel like every time I plan an episode of Past the Red Line, it never goes how we originally plan.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'll actually plan it ahead. A couple of my coworkers are texting me now. God, I can't get 5 minutes away from work. Oh, one quick thing, guys. I know a lot of you guys probably don't do a whole lot of actual book reading. I could be totally wrong about that. However, in Peoria, Illinois, this weekend, my mother is going to be attending with her book. She is going down, I believe it's for Riders on the River. I think that's what this event is, down in Peoria, Illinois. So if you want to see my mom and some of her books, she will be down there. Yeah, so a lot of people don't know this. My mom's actually a published author, which is kind of an interesting thing. Oh, also, real quick, I wanted to show this. June will have to send one of these out to you at some point. Oh, crap, I'm throwing things, guys. Settle down. I'll have to send you one of these at some point. I got bracelets made. Like merch, essentially. So everyone knows my bracelet that I'm always wearing, the jelly bracelets, the cotton candy pink and sky blue. Well, I know this is going to be backwards, but we got maximum RPM rubber bracelets. I got like 40 of them, I think. And they are the pink and cotton candy and the salmon black.
That's really nice.
Yeah, so I'll end up sending one to you because you've helped me out with stuff free of charge. So yeah, guys, we got bracelets. I do have a Mo t-shirt, and at some point I will open up a store. Let me grab the t-shirt real quick because I actually really like this, and this is the demo, like I said. But I am working on making merch for the future. And it's got a modified logo on it. I know everything's backwards right now. So on the shirt, it's got the front logo. And on the back, it's got my slogan, live life to the max and stay awesome. Wow, reading things backwards is like reading Russian.
It actually shows up normally on the stream.
Really? For how I'm seeing it, it's backwards, and it looks like I'm reading Russian. It's kind of funny. But yep. Got that, and we've got the maximum RPM ones. And I don't know if you guys know this. I love hats. I've got a lot of hats. And at some point, I'm going to make some hats with my logos on it. I'll probably do some skull caps, too, because no one ever does skull caps. But I'll probably do, like, one bucket hat, and I'll do a regular, like, baseball-style hat. I don't know if this is something that would even be possible. Why do I feel like fanny packs would sell for merch? Yes, I own a fanny pack. What are you laughing?
In terms of Beyblade, in terms of Beyblade, that don't actually sell well.
This basically came with one, a little Beyblade holder.
Really?
So, this is. I'm gonna expose myself a little bit here. Me and one of my friends, she's my oldest friend. We've literally grown up together. She's always said that I look like someone's dad. Which, first of all, ouch, that kind of hurts. But you're not wrong. And she always said, one day I'm going to get you a fanny pack. One day I'm going to get you a fanny pack. Well, I invited her to my graduation party. She goes, look, I'm not going to be able to make it to your party, so I'm going to give this to you now. She walks up to me and she hands me this fanny pack, and it's filled with Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Smarties, which are two of my favorite candies. And the worst, I wore it in school. And I found myself using it. And the worst part is, I look like someone who would wear one of these things.
Oh my god, you do look like somebody's dad.
Oh, just wait. You think I look like someone's dad? Let me get my hat.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You look like the average Fisher dad.
I look like the average white dad. That's what everyone says about me.
Yeah.
Everyone says, you look like your basic white dad starter kit. I'm like, I'm not sure how I should take that. I'm still wearing this thing. It's like, I don't know how I should take that. It's like, should I be mad? Should I not be mad? How should I feel about this? So, you know who Bruce Springsteen is, right? Bruce Springsteen. He was a singer.
No, I am not aware.
Have you ever seen Grown Ups 2 with Adam Sandler?
Hello there.
Hey, man.
No, I have not.
Okay, well, he went as Bruce Springsteen, and he was known for wearing a white shirt with blue jeans, and he had a red hat tucked in his back pocket. I did that for 80s Day at my high school. I didn't look like Bruce Springsteen. I looked like Hank Hill. Do you want to see a demonstration?
Yes.
Now, I don't have my blue jeans at the moment because I hate blue jeans. However, I will get the shirt and tuck it in. And you'll see that I turn into Hank Hill at an incredibly fast rate of pace. Mim, you joined at a really odd time, bud.
I really did.
I
don't even know what's happening.
Okay, I'll catch up to speed. I look like the basic white dad starter kit is what everyone tells me.
I heard that part. I heard that part.
Tell me I don't look like Hank Hill.
You kind of do.
It's worse with blue jeans. Because the joke is for our 80s Day at school, we had one of those Spirit Week things where he had to dress up as certain things. I'm just going to keep the shirt on. I'm not changing again. Where you had to you had to dress up as someone from the 80s. So I picked Bruce Springsteen. And I put on my blue jeans. I tucked this white shirt in. I put my red hat in my back pocket. And I looked at myself in the mirror for maybe 3 seconds. I went, I look like Hank Hill. And I looked at myself in the mirror and went, damn it, Bobby. And I did the voice. I'm like, oh, no. So, basically, I didn't do anything that day.
Lovely.
Okay, this is weird. My cousin is in here, My buddy from welding was in here not long ago. You guys are here. Mako left without saying goodbye, which is new. What? I've literally only ever had one person from my personal life in my live stream. Actually, no, I've had two. I've had two people for my personal life in my live stream, not counting my mom because I don't think she can count.
I mean, that's technically personal life.
Oh my God! I was just talking about Tristan, and he pops in right as I say that. Oh my God, Tristan! We were just talking about how I look like Hank Hill when I have a white T-shirt on and blue jeans. I should have put my maximum RPM shirt on. That and I got bracelets. Hey, Drift, how's it going, old boy? I got here where that started. Oh my God. Yeah, it's
No, double drift?
Yeah.
No shot! He was in my live stream earlier!
No way!
Yeah, unfortunately, we were doing a CBT tournament rounds, and he had the champion combo for 4 tournaments, and then what I call now the death spin, which is Dusk, Helios 2, Taper Bearing. This thing is completely broken.
What was the layer again?
Steel.
What was the layer?
Dusk. GT Dusk. This is all Hasbro meta, by the way.
Uh-huh. Okay, so Dusk, Taper Bearing.
The Helios 2 chip as well.
Interesting. God, I can't speak.
And then his that was the combo that beat his champion combo, and his champion combo was Pro Series, Command, Spryzen, Wheel, Destroy, Sling Shock.
Hmm.
And it lost hard. It was so sad.
I tell you what, I found a wicked good combo, and it's on my Forge Brutus. But
What's the combo?
it's Forge Brutus Taper Yard.
Tapered Yard.
And for some odd reason, it has so much balance and stamina.
Interesting.
It does struggle in a normal stadium just a tad. If it gets, I gotta change my shirt back. This thing is a little small on me. Where it struggles a tiny bit in normal stadium. You know, Taper is just a low disc in general, but it's got wicked stamina. And Outer Orbit is friggin' cracked when it comes to stamina.
Yes, it is.
Because that's what Brutus is on, is Outer Orbit, and it just...
Alright, I'm doing another tournament live stream soon. I don't know when, probably like in a day or two. If you want to be entered in for like the first tournament round, what combo do you want outside of Tapered and Dusk and... Outside Taper and Dusk. Because I only have one of those, and that's the champion combo right now.
Do you have the Dragon 2 chip?
For GT?
Yes.
Yes, I do. I have 3 of them.
Judgment Dragon.
Judgment. Okay, let me get Judgment.
What comes on Slash Valkyrie? Is that Retsu? The one with the 3.
That's Blitz.
No, not.
I'm talking like Hasbro parts.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Never mind then. I was talking Pro Series.
Oh, then yes, I can make a Pro Series 1 version too.
Okay, yes. So Judgment Dragon Pro Series
okay.
with
I have to find the Dragon ship.
So Judgment Dragon with the Dragon 2 chip with the disc that comes on Slash Valkyrie 0 Jolt.
The only thing is I'm not including like Pro Series discs because I'm including like normal Hasbro discs.
Yeah, I just want
simply
0.
because of the springs.
I just want 0.
Like as 0 as the disc?
Yeah, 0 as the disc.
Oh, okay.
And then
weight.
the layer weight that comes with like Slash Valkyrie, the one with the 3 points.
Yeah, let me see if I can't find it.
That's Retsu, isn't it?
Yes, it is Retsu. I don't know if I have Retsu. Just simply because I have not gotten like Juuni, I haven't gotten like certain Pro Series bays in a while.
That's fine. I can do with Zan or Sen.
Alright, I got those for sure.
Because I use that combo personally, and I friggin' love it.
Alright. Let's see. What was the driver again?
Blitz. The one that comes on Brutal Luinor. Jolt. Jolt.
Yeah.
Wow, I just had the worst brain fart. I've had one heck of a day, man. I've been on the road all day.
I can tell.
I've been on the road all day long. And Mim, you know me. I don't mess up combos.
Let's see. I got like a whole bunch where my bases normally are. They're just scattered in parts right now. I've not been able to put them all together. So I'm just like searching through different drawers.
Did I see that you're done doing Beyblade?
On my main channel. On the Mim Sky channel.
Okay.
On but I'm switching my Beyblade content to my secondary one, which is TMS Beyblade.
All right, you'll have to post that in the Discord server so I can do a shameless plug of it.
Here, I'll switch accounts real quick and say it in the chat so you can see what it is.
I don't care if you just post a link to it.
There we go. I just put hello in the chat.
I wasn't talking here. I meant in Discord, man.
All right, I'll put it in Discord then.
Yes, you crackhead. And June, you're more than welcome to do the same for your Instagram or whatever you want. If you guys want to shamelessly promote, what's up?
It's just the same as my like YouTube and everything else. So, or actually, there's a con after it, which is AUN. I need to change that.
That you can just take it out of the room.
See, I put it in a promotion.
All right. If you guys hear shuffling in the background, my dad's just working on some stuff real quick.
Oh, I'm not able to change it.
That is so loud. I'm not upset. It's kind of funny. I wish you guys could see what I'm seeing right now.
Really?
That's not where the other ones went.
Yeah, they're on. Oh god, they're on. Oh no.
Oh no, they're on target.
Oh, you mean that? Okay. I'm not gonna explain what's going on. I'm gonna leave it as vague. I'm supposed to be getting.
Fair enough.
Well, sometimes vague is funnier because then you have no clue. You guys can make up whatever story you want right now. My dad might be training a monkey off camera. Who knows?
I already did that. Now he's on camera.
Ouch, Dad! Ouch!
He's in the window.
No, my dad. I said he might be training a monkey, and my dad goes, "I already did. And now he's on camera."
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, Team Fire on. Jeez.
I had this dream a really long time ago, but it was
You may need this.
It was one of the weirdest, or one of the only
The one-
dreams that I still remember now. I'm pretty sure I had it 7 years
Yeah, I'm
ago.
thinking about it.
So I had a dream where I was meeting my dad, like my actual dad, which I don't know. And they turned into like a clay monster and then chased me around a 4-story children's library.
Oh, that is the creepiest thing ever.
Sounds like you had a great time.
Was,
Sound like some real bonding.
yeah. Another dream that I had was I was walking through a forest, right? And then, you know when you change out the texture to a game? For another thing? Imagine that, but like the entire forest textures are just chickens, with actual chickens laying in the bushes and stuff like that.
Okay.
And at the end of the path, there's just this giant chicken.
So Tristan, he's fiddling around with a common ground that we have. Being it was the really heavy thing that you had hanging from the deer antlers in your room. Once again, I'm going to leave that vague for everyone. You know what I'm talking about, Tristan. The plastic BBs. We are deterring things that we don't want here. Actually, we're protecting something that we do want here.
Exactly.
Yeah, so basically, I'm going to be home aloneing it while my parents are gone, because I got to keep one thing away and feed another thing. We got pet raccoons.
Pet raccoons. That must be fun.
It is. His name's Walter. He comes every night for oatmeal cookies and peanuts. What's my favorite Beyblade so far? God, I have not been asked that question forever.
Mine is Ultimate Valkyrie and Josie Valkyrie.
Oh my God, it's such a hard question.
Well, considering how many Beyblades there are now.
I know. I don't know. Achilles still one of my favorites.
You're an Achilles fan?
I've always been an Achilles fan.
You disgust me.
We've had this conversation before. Don't instigate it, you scarecrow-looking individual.
I can't believe you're an Achilles fan.
We've been over this.
Side, Max. How dare you?
We've been over this before. I gotta look and see what bays I have. I can't even remember. I still hate Fafnir. Don't worry. Actually,
why do you hate Fafnir?
I don't hate Fafnir. I hate Fafnir people.
Makes sense.
I don't know. Luinor. I think Calzar and Kronos still have to be two of my favorites.
Yeah, I agree. Did you know for every bay up till I think God and Josie, so for each individual dual layer and single layer, you would need or wait, let me just post the number in the chat. That amount of individual parts or individual layers for each. Or wait, no.
Wow.
Every possible combo with one layer, and and that number would triple for stuff like GT and DB.
Huh. I don't know. I'm really having a hard time thinking, man. I like the Dragon Bays. I really gotta say, I like the Dragon Bays. I don't know. I guess I've just kind of... I think I lost him again. Hold on. I like the Dragon Bays. I've kind of lost like connection to the other bays because I got so focused on my own. I don't know. Here, let me look up some of the bays just so I can wrap my head around, because sometimes if you see it, then you remember.
Oh, whoa. Wait, Spooky's Fafnir just got rendered and it looks amazing. Yeah, let me...
I was gonna say, share a picture of it.
It's in the VC.
All right, let's see it. Nope, that's Chad. I don't need to talk to him currently. Is it in general? Where is it? Or is it in Model Bladers?
VC chat.
VC.
When you click on the VC, there's a top right thing that says show chat.
My computer's not playing games right now. Let me just look on my phone real quick. Oh my god, June, you do have a massive collection.
How big is the collection?
Over 98 days. I'm planning on getting rid of all my Hasbro.
Can you, June, help me? I'm stupid. Can you tag me in it?
Yeah.
There it is. Are we in my server or are we in Model Bladers?
Yeah.
Your server.
Ah, here it is. Whoa!
Yeah.
I gotta show that. Do you think she'd care if I showed that on the live stream?
I don't think so.
Or is this for Left Burst? Because if it's for Left Burst, I don't want to ruin it for him.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna show it. If I had to describe it, it looks like...
Wait, a pay for Left Burst?
Shut up.
Yo.
If I had to describe it, it looks like Geist Fafnir mixed with Vanish, or sorry, Mirage. Is about the only way that I can describe it.
Some like terrain as well.
Yeah. Okay. So where was I? All BEY Beyblade Burst images.
Gaming Dragon.
Hello.
Okay, let me just look at some images of some of the Beyblade Burst bays so I can remember what my favorite is, just because I literally haven't even had time to pay attention. Okay, nope, still not a Spriggan fan. That still isn't happening. I really wish we would have gotten another Bush and Ashura.
Same.
Okay, is it just me? Now, I know some people are going to roast me alive for saying this, but I still think some Hasbro names are better. Bush and Ashindra sounds so much better than Ashura.
Yes. So much better. Bush and Ashindra is one of my top 3 baits.
And Armand was such a cool character.
Yes. They gave him story development too.
And he had a good voice actor too.
Yeah. I really wish they had done another bay for Bush and Shindra. It's such a cool looking bay.
I know.
It just needed a better driver and
Keep isn't even bad. I like Keep.
Keep's a fun driver.
It is. So I don't know if you've seen it. I don't know if you've seen it, Mim, but you know Thornrose.
Yeah.
It has Keep on it, and it is a monster.
I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that. Or at least some sort of video saying like you had Keep on.
Oh my
Rose.
god, it's a sledgehammer.
Oh yeah, it keeps you in the center so well.
Well, you know better than anyone, Rose's attack Rose is scary.
That's for sure.
J2, Jail Jormungand is still one of my favorites.
You still got J2?
Yes, I have J2.
Oh yeah, I remember J2. Yeah,
It's one of my favorites. The character's launch looked so cool too. The way he just threw himself back.
Yeah.
Luinor's still a good one. I'm a big.
It used to be a big. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just a big Luinor fan. I love his kind of like cocky yet caring, just personality. Hercules.
They ruined Louis after Josie.
I don't know. Well, yeah, they basically just dropped him from the story.
They made him a first character boss.
Yeah.
So it was sad.
I like the new Phoenix, I will say. I like the character. I wish we would have gotten another Betramoth. Hold is such a cool driver. I wish they made something more like it.
It is so fun to use Hold on Quilquetzalcoatl.
Really?
Yeah, I love using Quilquetzalcoatl and Hold.
The new Gatling Dragon looks sick.
So does the new Excalibur.
I think Orichalcum might be my favorite bay.
I actually don't like the new Excalibur. It doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't do anything for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think it looks bad. It's just, it doesn't do anything for me.
Especially in mode, it looks weird.
I don't know. It doesn't.
It's not the best.
It doesn't look right. I still think Xeno is the best, like the third Excalibur.
Really?
Or no, Xeno was the second one.
Yeah.
What was the Surge Excalibur or Siege Excalibur?
Siege.
I think that one's still the best in my opinion.
I agree with you on that one.
Don't get me wrong, I really like Buster and I love the name Buster Excalibur. But they really did it dirty, man.
Yeah.
I didn't like the gimmick of Buster.
And people were so mad because they got rid of Xander. I didn't mind the new guy that they had.
At least, in the anime, Xander got to use Buster.
The main problem was with Buster was the actual sword part was round instead of it being sharp.
Well,
So
it was
anything.
it was a legit. Oh yeah, Vice Leopard. Vice Leopard. I love Vice Leopard. I forgot about that. But Excalibur was literally a double-edged sword because it did more damage to itself than its opponents. I lost him again. I hate the stupid phone. It doesn't play well with There we go. Sorry, I keep losing you guys.
Yeah, I agree on the double-edged sword.
It completely backfires. Don't get me wrong. Greatest Raphael, I love the gimmick. It's so much fun, and it works. It really does. but it has no attack power. I don't know why they gave it a balance style gimmick. They should have made it just a straight up defense type.
Yeah. That would have been cool.
It would have. And
What if they gave it its like own like Halo like driver or something?
yeah, like around Halo. Ooh, that sounds actually nice.
Yeah, that actually sounds really cool.
Oh, a driver named Perfection. Around Perfection.
Some play on
That
words
actually
of
would
it.
make sense because the guy that owned it was Rashad. Rashad was kind of just
I
trying to
told-
make Valkyrie but better.
I want to say it. I called it. Just because his last name was Goodman didn't mean he was a good fella.
Yeah, ever since he gave that lizard man look, I was like,
yeah, he really did look like a lizard.
He became the lizard man.
Mark Zuckerberg.
When he made that stupid face for the first time, all I could think of was giggity. And I don't know why, just that's the sound that comes to mind when I see that stupid face. I gotta say this, I hate Bell.
It was I wish they had made Vault the main protagonist again.
I don't even care if they made Vault the main protagonist, but why that kid?
Who knows?
I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Oh, hey, Insta. We need another fat Beyblader, like Ben K.
I feel like, okay, so I actually came up with a better plot they could have done for DB. So Bell is the main character still, but instead of being like the good blader, he's like, ooh, I'm evil blader. Kind of like Iga in a sense, but like since the very start, not like complete turn. It's just there. And then Rashad comes along, my God, beat you. And he's like, yeah, Bell's good. And then Rashad becomes bad because he's using Valkyrie and stuff. And the rest is like normal plot.
So instead of having two protagonists, have two antagonists.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I think it was so interesting. They worked up the twins so hard, and then they just dropped them like a newborn calf.
I think what they should have done for Surge is Vi should have came back, and you know how if you were watching the anime for like the first so many episodes, Hyuga, the one that owns King Helios,
Hikaru.
you can see him get like frustrated with every single loss and wanting to become better. I think that they should have dropped kind of Lane really, but use quote Lane as like just like first character boss in a sense that was training under fire, but ultimately it came down to like say the twins versus each other, protagonist versus antagonist. And
That's kind of how my
Hikaru.
skit series is going to work.
Hikaru should have been trained underneath Vi.
So, interesting thing. You said that Lane shouldn't have been the main villain. I think Lane has been the best villain since Vi.
I think Surge or Barking, either one of the two, is actually one of the best seasons, in my opinion.
I agree. I think
Not looking at the plot of the show, but just mainly, it makes me want to battle with my base.
it does. It does.
The
It was
concept of it is really cool.
So
Yeah.
defeats its purpose.
I think the concept of it is really cool, but the execution was just trash.
It missed a couple of steps.
I think 5 was the best villain that we got from Beyblade. And then Shu.
I wasn't the big Shu as the villain. I mean, don't get me wrong, he played the part well, but just...
In terms of plot, I think the best season of Beyblade was God.
Yes.
God was definitely the best.
That was its peak right there.
Yeah. And
It was only downhill from there.
I like what they went for with every season. I just feel like they started trying too hard. I think I lost him again. Oh, no, they're back. I think Achilles and Iga was something that we actually really needed because they were the first characters ever who didn't use a dragon, or not a dragon theme, but an attack type. He was the first to not be an attack type for a main character.
And he was also the first to introduce plot armor.
Oh, since MFB, really. I mean,
I'm talking about first in general.
people give Achilles and Iga way too much crap, and I think you're the main problem.
You're funny.
Here's my listing.
You need to get Helios 1 shattered.
God, best story. Josie, best character development. Or actually, probably the most amount of breaks.
Yes.
GT, the best battles, or the most interesting.
I agree with that.
Sparking, the best advertising. And DB, the best
Disappointment.
DB was the biggest disappointment. However, single layers, most fun to actually use in the real world.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. DB, the best system.
DB definitely was a really fun system, but the same problem as always. The bays got so heavy it just started breaking launchers and stuff.
Really? I didn't have that issue.
Shut up.
I swear I don't.
I don't mean to toot my own horn, but as far as Beyblades go, I think my Bay Rotary is one of the better looking ones. I know that sounds cocky as all hell, but Rotary looks so cool. I mean, it's a pillow triangle that's balanced.
Well, I think, yeah, Star made a bay, I think, for Quake, and it was a similarly shaped attack type. And it looked really good. Also, I agree, that is a pretty good looking bay.
A bay that I don't show near enough is one of my own, and it's Cast Cadell. It's a super cool looking bay. I just never show it.
Oh, what? Oh, that is cool.
It almost looks like a lotus, like a flower. I don't know. As far as all of my Beyblades go, Shatter's the most fun to use. But I think Brutus is like my favorite to use. Or not Brutus, but Brutus is probably one of the best performing ones. But I'd say Rose is probably my favorite to use.
What about, V6 and V8?
That's a love-hate. That's a really love-hate, man. I love V8 and V6 because I'm the first person to ever make engine bays along with Rotary. He's part of that too. But V6 and V8 have the same issue where I gotta turn this stupid ring light down, blinding myself. V6 really, he's kind of got a Newton's cradle thing going on where he doesn't have enough power to win, but he's got enough power to draw it out to the very end, which makes it tedious to use him. And V8 is exactly the opposite, where he's almost too aggressive to be a defense type.
I love that.
But I think Rose is probably my favorite to use. Like, Shatter's the most fun to use, but there's something about Rose that's just more fun than any other Bay in a weird way that I can't explain. I really love Rhinox because it's something that I've put a lot of work into despite how it looks. But it just don't work, man. Rhinox gives me so much of a headache. What else do I have? Actually, Blood Boil Shatter is one of my favorites just because it's just wrong. But one of my favorite looking bays of all time and favorite performing bays is not made by Takara Tomy. It is not made by Hasbro. It is made by a very good friend of mine that is not very well known. His name is Raging Mako, and it is his Beyblade War Smite.
I know that bay.
This thing terrifies me. This scares me more than Backlash, more than Hydra, Kalshidra, any of the heavy metals. It scares me more. Actually, it scares me probably evenly with Samuraiser.
Oh, you should. I can't wait till you print out open them.
Both of what?
Open them.
Say that one more time. I didn't catch you.
Open them. The Halo Beyblade.
Oh, I like that. I gotta say, I do really like that. This thing scares the hell out of me, and it was never shown on YouTube, but it was in a Model Bladers chat, and there was probably 10 of us, maybe. We watched Smite tear Inferno Backlash limb from limb.
Really?
Burst finishes, knockouts, spin finishes, and Backlash couldn't do anything.
Oh, God. That's terrifying, and that's a really good bay, too.
He made mincemeat of it. And to think, it's weird because we have this on camera. Demon King technically beat Backlash on camera. But due to a technicality, a one-match technicality, Insta made me throw out the ranking of that.
Really?
But, whatever. So technically, Demon King beat Backlash, and Backlash technically, I think Shatter, Shatter beat Backlash, and Shatter and Smite are like dead even. And literally, I don't think I could get a genuine good match unless me and Mako actually battled face to face. However, Rose, out of all things, stops Smite.
Interesting.
In fact, War Smite was actually designed to beat Shatter. it was designed. Smite and Brutus have a rivalry that is unlike any other. And Shatter and Smite have a rivalry.
Oh yeah, Quake printed out Ofna, and he did testing against Ares, and Ophinum is actually the first Beyblade to get 2 clicks off of Ares.
Really?
Despite it being round.
I wonder if it's because of the way that the layer tilts.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Perhaps.
So, if those who don't know what Opinum is, and if you don't know what Hot Wheels Acceleracers is, and you don't know what the Wheel of Power is, it's basically the Wheel of Power. And the way that Opinum works is he is a center ring. So we'll use Rhinox as an example. It's a center ring with a ring around it that pivots in the middle, and it has a ring around that pivots the other way. So basically, it's got a center hub. It's basically a gyrosphere, like a gyroscope, kind of. And it moves so weird, and it looks like it should break at the drop of a hat. But there's something weird about it that I will never understand.
Oh, and I made a free spin down. It's able to use its halos as an armor gimmick.
Stop talking.
No.
Stop it.
It's able to deflect hits by destabilizing itself and then restabilizing.
Stop it. Stop. Can you stop being so talented? You're making me feel inferior, and I'm not sure.
No, I'm just kidding.
I am. You can say it. You know a bay that I actually really love that I almost never talk about, and it's one that I made? It's Steal a Sim. It's the number 6 member on of the top 6. And here it is on the live stream.
Oh, that thing.
It's left spin. This actually uses the teeth that you made for Shatter, the really thick ones.
Yeah.
Ironically, it has almost no burst resistancy.
Really?
And these teeth don't work with Hasbro stuff. These teeth aren't.
Oh yeah.
They're durable, but they just don't work for some odd reason.
I kind of have an opposite effect where, so one of my teeth is slightly lowered on the front, and so whenever I get the first click off of me, it just usually, most of the time, it just skips to the last click. But I lowered the first click so it would catch on to the second one. And for Ares, it works extremely well.
Huh. So a sim, it's pretty round, but there's definitely a lot to get a hold of still. But there's something about it where it just works genuinely well. And it's one of the most aesthetically pleasing. I mean, if you have tryptophobia, you're going to hate this thing. If you have the fear of small holes arranged in patterns, this thing's going to give you a nightmare. but it works so well. And it's just on 0 bearing. It's not even like it's on a super OP combo. And it's on bearing, and it has almost no burst resistancy in general. So it's fair. And it's weird because it will not get past the number 6 member of the of my bays. Of my top 6, it will not leave number 6. It got knocked off the team for a while, and it came back. The number 6 position has always belonged to a left spin. It's weird. V8 was always number 4, and Brutus was always number 2. Brutus is now number 4, and V8 is number 5.
Really?
It goes Demon King Shatter, Jawjammer Jackal, Thorn Rose, Brutus, V8, and a Sim.
That's interesting.
Because Jackal was in the lead until I put Demon King on 1A Extreme Dash. And Demon King on Extreme Dash is the scariest thing ever.
Yeah, I bet. That sounds scary.
It's so fast, and it hits so hard.
God, imagine it on Volcanic Dash.
Actually, when I remake Resurrection Shatter, I want to get Volcanic Dash for it.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting.
So Resurrection Shatter is basically the original Shatter, but I remade it. And it's so awesome because the original Shatter, I still have it, but I'm going to cast it in resin, and I'm going to basically preserve it. So the original Shatter was originally printed out of ABS plastic. And it does something really interesting. I'm going to do something real quick. The ABS plastic does something really interesting. And in the winter, if I battle outside, it becomes incredibly hard to burst.
Oh.
It knocked out a Synchrome Bay.
Plastic shrinking or something.
The original Shatter got a double knockout with a Synchrome 0G Beyblade.
What?
And it's on YouTube. It's in one of my skits.
That's insane.
It wasn't an ice stadium. However, that's besides the point. It got a double knockout, and it weighs a third of the weight. It's on triple. Basically, if I knew that thing was never going to break, and I battled only in the winter outside, I think I could take Samuraiser. It's honestly that good in the cold.
Oh, wait. Have you seen the new Samuraiser?
Yes. I'm going to be 100% honest. I think if I knew without a shadow of a doubt that thing would never break, like if a genie casted a spell on it so it could never break, I think I could win any match in the world against any bay in the cold.
As long as it's in the cold.
As long as it's in the cold.
The one weakness, heat.
The one weakness, a warm spring breeze.
One weakness, open.
The one weakness, what is it? Summer. No.
How dare you?
But boy, you put that thing in the cold, and it's like driving a truck into a boxing match.
You just hear in the distance while doing a match with Shatter. Lord
You just hear, "Here comes the sun," doo-doo-doo-doo, and next thing you know, it doesn't hit anything. It just it explodes. You hear the Homer Simpson scream, and then boom!
Yeah, that'd be pretty funny.
It's like the stupid TikTok meme. The boy who lived, come to die. And they just scream it. You just hear that, and then Shatter implodes. Also, a really funny thing is, so if you guys don't know, me and Mako banter back and forth in the worst way, because we both do a skit series. He made a lackey for Shatter.
Really?
It's called Glass.
I wonder what typing it is.
This.
Oh, that is way different shape than I thought it would be.
I've got it on 7 friction, and it's kind of scary.
Oh yeah, that was Fate Breaker doing.
I haven't talked to Baybreaker in a while, but he seems to be doing fine.
Oh wait, I meant my Fate Breaker.
Oh, Fate Breaker! Sorry, I didn't hear you right.
Me and Max were thinking of the same person.
Hold on a second. I think we still got it. Fate Breaker, Fate Breaker, Fate Breaker. Give me a second. I gotta think of it. Once I see it, I'll know it. Fate Breaker, Fate Breaker. Give me a second. Hold on. I'm alright. No, I'm not. Here it is. First of all, I hate it and love it at the same time, because those burst stoppers you gave it made it friggin' impossible to use.
I'm sorry.
I am too, but I love this thing. It reminds me of a gargoyle.
It's it has a weird naming scheme. A lot of people think it's named Breaker, but its actual name is Fate. It's named after the 3 fates in Greek mythology.
Ah. Also, I learned something really interesting. Hold on a second. Don't worry, Jay. Either later tonight or tomorrow, I'll post a link to the Discord server so you can get back in. I've been doing team matches recently on the YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys keep up on my normal videos. But I've basically been doing like 2 really good Hasbro or TT bays versus 2 of my bays together in my Super Stadium. Brutus and Rotary make a killer combo. Rhinox and Banshee. Rhinox and Banshee make a great combo. The original Banshee. Overdrive and Overpower are friggin' nuts. Like, insane.
Insane?
Insane.
In the membrane.
I gotta sneeze. Oh god, I even sneeze like an old man. Let me put it this way. I would be more than happy to take on Thunder Striker and Fate Breaker with Overdrive and Overpower.
Alright.
I would fight you guys in a team match versus Overdrive and Overpower.
Do it. Do it.
Once I fix my printer and eventually print, I gotta figure out a good slicer to use because I'm struggling, man. But once I get that all figured out and I can print the Thunder Striker properly, I'll gladly do the match.
Well,
yeah.
I'm getting ready to go live on my channel, so I'll see ya.
All right. I probably won't be on, but I'll watch the stream. Is this going to be the battle stream?
No, it'll just be on my normal channel, just doing some gaming.
All right. Well, all right, but yeah, I'm gonna hang up because my parents are getting ready to leave to go to the book signing event. And I'm gonna try to get caught up on some sleep so I can get a better schedule for work. But all right,
I
guys.
feel that pain.
Memsky, do you have your own Discord server that I can join? Yeah, you have a server, don't you, Mem?
Oh yeah, I do. I'll send the link in the thing real quick.
Yeah, I'll. Am I in your server? I think I used to be.
I have no clue.
All right. Well, either way,
Yeah,
I'm gonna shut her down for the night. I'm gonna shut the stream down. But that's about it. Thank you, Mim, June, everyone for being here. I've appreciated the time. I'm glad I got to finally do another post at some point. I'd like to actually do kind of like a distractible episode here. And basically have like a challenge where I'll be the host or someone can be the host. We'll nominate a host. They'll come up with the criteria and the others will have to tell stories and will be given points to decide a winner of the episode. Because I love Distractable and I'd love to do a Distractable themed episode. So yeah, and I've got a really good one because I have a personal story that I would love to tell. And I've actually been saving this since last summer, so I've had this story for an entire year. And basically, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm going to sound like a loser unless other people are telling their awful stories as well. Because I'm going to give you guys a little print for it. It was like a bad date. So, but it's really funny after the fact. So basically, I'm going to have to find a couple people who'd be willing to share stories like that. And we'll just create chaos for an hour or two.
Gotta love that.
But all right, guys, that's about it. I'm gonna sign off for the night. Hope everyone had an absolutely great stream because I had a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a great day, and as always, live life to the max and stay awesome.
Bye.
See ya.
Podcast out.
See you, Max.
See you, buddy.